And seemingly for the last 5 or so years, every Monday after All-Star Weekend, major sports outlets complain about how bad NBA All-Star Weekend is getting. And the reason I think they only ever complain and they never sort of give a solution or suggest a solution as to why or how you could improve NBA All-Star Weekend is because I don't think they ever define the problem properly, meaning they never really get to the root of the problem, and if you don't do that, you can never really truly solve the problem. So all they ever really do is complain. So today we're going to talk about what the actual problem is, what the root of it is, and then how to fix it. The way I see it, the problem has 2 major prongs. The first being that it's no longer a point of pride to be an NBA All-Star. Basically because it's no longer a point of pride to be an NBA player. It used to be considered a luxury, a privilege, an honor to be an NBA player, let alone to be voted in as an NBA All-Star. They pretty much approach it as if they are spoiled children, like they deserve to be there, when they don't. It is a luxury, a privilege to be there. One of the major problems with that is that us as fans, I don't really see or know or understand how we can affect that. Like, I don't understand how we could force them to look at playing in the NBA as an honor and a privilege again. But the second prong, I think we, at least at some level, we can have some kind of impact on trying to improve things. So the second prong is just the mere fact that NBA players, professional athletes in general, are severely overpaid. Think about it like this, right? The average American makes about $35,000 a year, and just being, an adult American, number one priority is, how am I going to feed and water myself? Like, where am I going to get my nutrition from just to make it through and survive every day? Right under that, however, right, is the whole idea of, like, how am I going to provide for myself and my family on an ongoing day-to-day basis? But NBA players, once they make it to the NBA, and it's really hard to get there. I'm not trying to take away, how hard and difficult it is to get to the NBA. But once you're there, the average NBA player makes, in 2024, makes $10 million a year. Not per contract, not per their entire career, but every single year they make $10 million. And the average length of an NBA career is about 5 years. So after your rookie contract, if you play 5 years in the NBA, that means you make somewhere between $20 and $30 million for 5 years. So for 5 years of your life, you play basketball, and then you're set for life, not just for life, but for generations. So that idea of, like, how am I going to provide for myself and my family, that disappears. Think about if you no longer ever had to think about how you're going to provide for yourself and your family, if you never had to worry about that ever again, how different your life would be, how much more carefree your life would be if you didn't have to ever think about or worry about that ever again. So my point being, because NBA players get paid so much money, why should they care? Why should they try? Why should they compete?